Hello everybody and welcome back to the Selangor Turf Club, where racing takes place this Saturday on the 7th of June. After some great racing last weekend with the 3-year-old Sprint Championship, we move forward now, and this Saturday is certainly an action-packed weekend of racing once again. 11 races on the program. We're only going to choose 2 horses to keep an eye out on, starting off in race 2 with number 2, and that's Legend 63 from the Inform Richard Lim's stable. They had 3 winners last weekend, certainly a great training feat on the feature race day. Now Legend 63 is on a 2-week backup here. SU Lim gets the ride. He's drawn in barrier 3, should have every chance. Dropping in class this afternoon as well. Yes, he still has yet to have won here in Malaysia from 4 starts, but I think this is the right race for him. 2 starts ago, he finished runner-up behind Outfits. He was only beaten 1.5 lengths on that occasion. Now racing against weaker company, I think number 2, Legend 63 in race 2, certainly stands out as one of the better bets for the afternoon. Take note, that's on track 2 over 1150 meters as well. The best bet for the afternoon, I think, comes in race 8. I'm taking a bit of a chance here, and I think you will get a good price about him, and that's number 2, Brother Lianen. Now, he's had the 4 starts for the 1 win in Malaysia. Andre De Silva teams up with the Ricky Choi stable. Now, it's quite an open race, but the reason why I'm going with him is that he has proven himself in Class 3 opposition. He had a bit of a slow start in Malaysia, then he was given a 4-month break. Last start, first run after a spell, and he came home to win by just about a short head despite racing wide throughout with a tough run in transit. Second up now, should strip fitter, and I think number 2, Brother Lianen, can make it back-to-back wins, stepping up and trip to 1400 meters as well. So for me, race 8, number 2, best bet for the afternoon, Brother Lianen for the Ricky Choi stable. So those are just 2 runners to keep an eye out on for this Saturday, the 7th of June, and hopefully you can end up on the right side and end up in the winner's box this weekend.
Hi everyone, another big meeting coming up this Saturday, the 7th of June, with an 11-race program commencing at 12:45 p.m. We wish you the very best of luck. Looks another challenging program for punters as well. My best bet comes up in race 10, number 5, Healthy Baby. Now this horse has been a very consistent performer for the Jason Ong stable, and has had the 7 runs in the country for only the 1 victory. That was over 1200 metres going back to the 27th of April, but has chalked up 4 minor placings besides. Coming off a last start second behind Southern Speed, was beaten a nose on that occasion, and that was only last Sunday, so he's on the quick back up. Did a pretty good job from barrier 10 there last week. He draws the 6 gate on this occasion, with Shafiq to retain the ride, and he's my best bet for the day. That is race 10, number 5, Healthy Baby. Now, having a look at a couple of other runners worth noting, and I think they've got very good chances as well. First of all, we'll go to race 6, number 2, Elite Boy. Now, this horse is a former Australian galloper. Only had the 1 race start. That was going back to the 17th of May. Went around in an open novice, and I thought far from disgraced. Did a pretty good job from gate 11 when running 4th behind the Inform Thunderous on that occasion. And like I said, received a lot of market support. That was his first run since winning a maiden in Australia, and that was back in September last year. Now, that race was over 1700 metres. He steps up from the 14 to the 1700 metres this week. So the journey, no problem, and I think can bounce back with his 2nd career win and his 1st in Malaysia. Shafiq rides for the Richard Lim stable, which is on fire at the moment, coming off that winning treble at the meeting last Sunday. That is one of my other better bets on the program, coming up in race 6, number 2, Elite Boy. Now, one for value, and I found this one near the bottom of the weights there in race 8, number 10, Wins One. Now, this horse will be ridden by Emak Mazani. Now, it's coming off a last start 5th. It was backed into favourite though, so where there's smoke, there is fire. And prior to that, he was narrowly defeated by a pretty promising 3-year-old called Yes Man. He went down by a short head on that occasion. That was back in May. But I thought his last start effort, he looked a little bit one-paced. But, well, this weekend, he'll drop a whopping 8.5 kilograms. If Emak Mazani can take the claim, he won't get the 3-kilo claim. I think he'll ride it around 51, but even so, he'll carry 8.5 kilograms less on that last start performance where he ran 5th, and I think can step up to the 1400 metres as well. He's won over that distance previously, so maybe one for value, and I think Wins One is worth watching. So he is up in grade, but take note, there's only 2 of the 12 runners which have won at Class 3 previously. He's one to watch. I think at the weights, he looks a definite threat. That is race 8, number 10, Wins One. The next meeting coming up from the Selangor Turf Club will be on Sunday, the 15th of June, and I'll join you then. Until then, good luck everyone.